Oh shit. Hey dudes. I'm gonna show you guys something hella funny. This is how you know men are completely shook and completely fucked from existence and why it's not even worth it's not even worth it, ladies. Go find a fucking hick dum dum that is like, oh, the internet's all fake and gay right out of the gate. Usually those dudes are way smarter than anyone who has their fucking brain rotted on the internet in the first place. So I saw this shit last night. Okay. And I never gave a fuck about this woman. Okay, this woman is annoying. I'm just gonna show you the. Thank you, Newport Soda. Oh no, never mind. That's for a different woman that sucks. Um, these dudes are literally these men literally act like hard R's that chimp out after hearing a hard R. Men, white men especially, are just like that. I love High Hypocrite. Now this woman sucks. Okay. I completely was about to hear, God, she fucking sucks. Literally said that. Energies mentioned, barf emoji. Already know she's full of shit. However,
general stinginess happening in the discourse about romantic relationships in my comment section.
What stinginess? I didn't even.
The general stinginess happening in the discourse about romantic relationships in my comment section is making.
I don't even. Okay, so in her comment section, I don't even know who she is. So I guess she's just getting mocked by dudes online, which now is like on. It makes her even worse. It's her own fault. She's online. It's nothing but dudes who can't fuck. Dudes who can't fuck. And it's not even about fucking. It's about romance. Dudes who fucking can't find love. Dudes who may have love, but they're in a shitty relationship. If they leave, they're going to get half taken from them. You have to understand where guys are coming from and why you're getting trolled as a pretty chick on the internet. Dudes can't even leave their shitty relationship nowadays because if they do, then what's going to happen is half their shit's going to get taken. So they're being bitter. They're being forced into a feminine bitch made role because they can't express themselves.
Sick. Everything should be 50-50 because it's an equal partnership.
Yeah, everything should be 50-50 because it's an equal partnership. That's why I'm also getting a job.
Just say you don't understand the value of feminism.
Okay, this is where you know she's a grifter retard. Feminine energy isn't a real thing. It isn't a real thing. This woman sucks. This woman is why my life is hard.
Energy and move on. This is why women hate a lot.
I don't hate any straight men. It's the feminine gay boys that I don't like.
Straight men, why we detest them. Because they don't understand a woman's value and it shows.
Is she like okay, I need more context. Is she like a self-help person that's grifting? Because self-help doesn't work. If you just tell her self-help doesn't work and you don't make it about 50-50, you don't make it about men versus women, then she can't even get this mad in the first place to have this sort of crash out. I don't know who this is. Who is she? Those are fucking MK Ultra eyes, buddy. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like she has so the feminine energy shit is weird. There's no such thing as feminine energy. You know why? And you know why, if there was such thing as feminine energy, why I know it doesn't exist? And why it would be worthless? Because men are the most feminine they ever have been in our time because everything's comfortable. Most men are more feminine than women. Just look at the fucking internet and the level of bitching and complaining versus women. Women may bitch and complain at the dude, and so to the dude they're like, oh, all women do is bitch and moan. That's because you're married to some fucking nag that you chose. You chose that bitch. You chose that. And so now you have this thing. Or your mom. If you can't find a lady and you still live with your mom, it's your mom. Which is probably why you are still living with her and why you can't find anyone. Because you've been beaten down by this battle axe at home that beat your father down, made him fucking leave. Or he's dead in the ground. And so now you yourself have to deal with that. I actually empathize with that. I get that. That's fine. I'm not trying to shit on you. I'm just saying reality. So, feminine energy is bullshit as far as it being worth something, because men on the internet and men in general have been made to be feminized for fucking decades now by the powers that be. Okay, I'm not going to go further into that. Then we're going to get into political and conspiratorial bullshit. Not going to go further into it. So If you knew how worthwhile feminine energy is, then you would do everything you can. It shouldn't be 50-50. No, dudes are just as feminine as women. That's what makes it worthless. It's not a special thing that only women have. It's men are fucking men have it too. Look at her face. She has like MK Ultra eyes. It's
My
weird.
comment section is making me fucking sick. Everything should be 50-50 because it's an equal partnership.
Yes, everything should be 50-50. My dad, so my dad died at 57 because he was with a do-nothing lady who did nothing but drive him crazy and beat his kids. And then he's like, I gotta work extra. Worked himself into the ground. It died at 57. The reason why I'm looking for work is so that I can have enough of a nest egg and my own car and my own life and my own hobbies, so that when I'm with someone, I'm not driving them into the ground so they die at 57. I want them to be alive with me when we're hella old. I don't want shit from them. I want to cover my own shit, and then what I want to do is come home to someone who's going to not be dead at 57. Okay? So her saying that shit, she wants do nothing broad privileges. Okay?
Just say you don't understand the value of feminine energy.
It's worthless. It's worthless because men are the most feminized they have been in the history of fucking humanity. So it's not something that is exclusive to females. It's not. It's simply just not. Sorry. So it's worthless.
And move on. This is why women hate a lot of.
No, we don't. Speak for yourself. I don't. I actually like them. That's why I watch fucking iHypocrite. That's why I like getting rage baited by stupid shit like this. Because you are why my life's hard in finding a dude. Because you're a fucking asshole. And she's a redhead. Dirtbag redhead shit. Go figure.
Why we detest them. Because they don't
More
understand
dirtbag
the
redhead
value,
shit,
and
man.
it shows. If you've ever even fixed your mouth to ask the question, what do you bring to the
Fix your mouth? What does that even mean? That's like slang shit.
table, you've already lost. Because what you're saying is, I don't understand women. Can you explain them to me? No, I fucking can't.
No, I fucking can't. Because you don't know yourself. Most women do not even know themselves. That's why they become nags and put a fucking dude who's just trying to make them happy into the fucking ground. Because they don't even know themselves in the first place. She can't even explain her own self. And yet I bet you she's running a page from what it sounds like. Because they're like, people in my comment section are saying this. She's probably running a self-help page on how to be a woman when she doesn't even know herself. So it's like the blind leading the fucking blind.
Okay? But since we are so obsessed with making relationships transactional, I will say this. You could be paying for everything.
I don't ever want a dude to fucking pay for everything. I went through that recently, and all it did was make me feel bad. It made me feel bad. A dude fucking paid for everything, and it made me actually fucking feel bad, because all it made me worry about was like, okay, so now I feel obligated for all this shit because we live in a world where everything's fucking transactional anyway. It's not a woman thing. It's not a man thing. It's just how fucked up the way things are. It's how the system works. And I felt like I owed something the whole time. Couldn't relax. Couldn't just enjoy our time. Also, guess what? I don't need to go out to dinner every fucking night. You know what I like doing? Playing Super Nintendo and hanging out with you. Playing two-player. We can do that, or we can play video games and stay home and save money. Or we can go for a ride in the car. Paying for a tank of gas is cheaper. I'll even pay for the tank of gas because I like driving in the car. I'm like a little dog.
And it still would not even be a fraction of the value that she is providing. If you truly understood, you would be doing everything you can.
She's trying to sell it so that like women are way up here and dudes are way down there, and neither one is the same. Like neither one is that. It's two different skill sets. You have one who has to like barter and trade with the other tribes people to get different ingredients for dinner, because all you and your dude does is fish. But you can't just fry up a fish. You want to get the little lemon, you want to get a little butter, so you send her out with a couple of the fish, a couple of the shittier fishes. You guys keep the good ones for yourself, and she comes home with lemons and butter and seasonings and thyme and shit because she can negotiate and get other things. And then while she's sleeping, when a fucking tiger comes into the camp, you pick up your club, you wake up immediately, you pick up the club, You wrestle you hit the fucking tiger over the head, you wrestle it, you kill it, then you guys got like a new rug, and that's your job. That's literally it. Not one is better than the other. It's two different skill sets, but she's an idiot.
And to support her. A good relationship is not two identical people with identical energies.
My point of my post is coming up. This is all how I actually feel about it. But then I had some fucking dipshit on Twitter that you can tell has not fucking left his mom's basement and is a retard.
Identical.
And then I saw how many likes it got, and I was like, wow, this is literally why the human race is literally just going to go extinct, because this is how fucking dumb people are.
Coming together. It's about complementing each other. And do you understand?
What I just said was complementing each other, but what she was just describing before that, leading up to this, was worshiping the woman. You do not worship in that way. You worship God. You don't worship the woman. She's full of shit.
Your suspicion that women are using you for your money, it's sick. You need hypnotherapy. You're having schizophrenic delusions. You need to be medicated.
So I think this part's funny only because dudes will be the first person to tell women they need to be medicated when they don't want to date them. So she's literally just giving back the same treatment that dudes give women. And now they're like all mad and shit. So that's fine. I think that's actually a good bit. And by the way, most women do want dudes for their money. That's why we're in this position, because there was a whole generation of do nothing moms who stayed at home and said, you need a provider that's going to pay for everything. That's what I did, and that's what you need to do. And so what did we hear? I remember hearing this all in the late 90s and then all in the early 2000s. I need to get me a man who's going to pay for my nails, pay for my hair, pay for I don't want that shit. It goes back to what you want him to work all this overtime and all this extra time for what? So that he dies at 57 being overworked? Fuck that shit.
You're looking for someone who's
get a fucking job.
The same thing you provide. You're not looking for a woman. You're looking for a man, which is totally fine.
So this is what I was getting at. That is the Sam Hyde quote. So Sam was like, pull up the thing right now. Let's pull that fucking quote up right now. My thing had nothing to do with men versus women. It had to do with the internet being fake and gay. Because Sam Hyde said it. I was just trying to trigger people. Sam Hyde said it. And dudes are like, oh, he's like my dad. I got good advice from him. And she says it, and it shows up on a hypocrite, and all the dudes are like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And so the first thing I thought, and I just started laughing to myself, is when the subway door closed and that chick went Ensler, and they all rushed the door, and they're like, ah! And they all started screaming. When a chick says it, white dudes especially, they act like Enslers. And they get hella mad. And they're like, oh, she's such an asshole. Because it was something like a white dude said you're taking our word, you're taking our... First they took the N-word, and now they're taking our advice and trying to use it, and blah, 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 blah. So I just find that funny. That's what I was making the joke about. And then we have an absolute retard, who I'll show you the comment, who's like, your feminine energies don't work on us. It's like, you realize that dudes... Look at clavicular, look at looks maxing. That's feminine energy. That's straight up feminine energy. Look at 48 Laws of Power. I just dated a dude who tried doing all that shit. Okay? Who tried doing that manipulative, feminine bullshit. Okay? I literally didn't talk to him for a week, and I get a fucking text after after hanging out with my boys, my friends, having fun, watching memes, looking up cryptids like Spearfinger, laughing my ass off. I'm on the way home, and I'm like, man, I can't wait for my new job. I can't wait to go out west and write my sci-fi. And even though my life's shit, I felt really, really good inside. Get a fucking text message from this dipshit. And immediately I'm like, oh, fuck. All that feel-good, happy bullshit right out the fucking window, because I already know the absolute wave of feminine bullshit that's going to come my way afterward. Cryokeen level shit. It's like when Cryokeen doesn't message me for months because he's mad at me, and it's like a fucking blessing, and I forget that he's there. And then if he messages me something nice, it's fine. But when he messages me some dumb some dumb fucking negative ass shit that just ruins my fucking day, that's what it was like. So I was like, I'll literally tell you what I said. Fuck it. George Costanza level shit. He's like trying to get me to like chase him and chase crumbs and chase bullshit. And by like negging me constantly. And I know what he's doing. I just don't give a fuck anymore. And I can't take it. That's why I didn't talk to you for a week. Where is it? No problem. I don't want to play the blame game or throw insults. Drag your name through the mud. It's illogical how much I care. He's doing like care trolling. Like I care, but he doesn't give a shit. People tell me to get over it. Fuck that they don't know. He said this twice. He said people tell him to get over it, and that his friends say he shouldn't even bother. He's been saying that. So like trying to get like this group like, oh no, I care what your friends and people think. I need that outside validation. I don't give a shit about what your people think, I don't give a fuck. Okay? I'm happy. I just hung out with my friends. I took mad photos. I had a really good time. I don't give a shit. I said, you should listen to the people telling you to get over it. Just throw that out there. Is that what you want? Yeah. Sorry for bothering you. Like, I felt great, ready, and this is me. Like, I felt great, ready to take on challenges after seeing my friends and having a good time. And after getting your text, I felt nothing but annoyed and angry. It's okay. Thank you. Sorry it didn't work out. Please stop texting me. You make me super miserable. Okay? And then followed by, I'll be all right eventually, and no hard feelings. I cherish our memories together. Yo, this motherfucker it's always about him. I would sit there quiet, and he'd be like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like, nothing. I'm sitting there. I got in a car accident. I was thinking, okay, I can't afford to lose my license because I couldn't get my plates from the place that had to total my car. It had to get towed, and my car had to get totaled. Like, they had to like junk it. Cost $200. At the time, I didn't have that. I had to pay bills. So I'm thinking, how the fuck do I make it so I don't lose my license and get further stuck into a system that doesn't give a shit about me than I already am? And I'm thinking, and I'm like, and I have crazy eyes. So, okay, maybe I looked sad from the outside or looked angry or whatever. I'm sitting there thinking, not saying shit to him, just thinking like, and it was a nice sunny day. I was like, oh, what a nice day. Like actually enjoying the time. But I get hella deep in thought because I have shit I have to think about for when I get home. Because I can't afford to lose my fucking license. So, and I'm not nagging him about it. I'm not complaining to him about it. I'm not even bringing it up. I'm actually being hella quiet, thinking about it. I have a notebook with me so I can list down the shit I have to do as soon as can think of a plan, a game plan. And I figured out what to do. My license is fine. I just had to go to the police station and file I forgot what form it was, but I just had to file a form, and my license is perfect. It was because the accident wasn't even my fucking fault. It was because there was a blizzard and I had to go to work. They didn't cancel work. My tires weren't bald. So I was trying to think of ways to like keep my shit together because I have to get a new job. I have to do all this stuff. And he's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? And I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. Twice I said, I don't really want to talk about it. I have to think my way through this problem. Oh, well, you know, look, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't really want to talk about it. So finally he asks a third time, and I get upset because I'm like, man, and I'm not mad at him. I'm like, I'm really worried that I might lose my license. I'm trying to think of a way to not lose my license, to get a new job, to figure out how I'm not being a burden on my friends here at this house. I have a lot of things that I have to think my way out of right now, and it's really stressful. That's why I'm not talking about it. And it's a really nice day out. I'm having a nice drive with you. But since it's nice and quiet, I have the time to actually think my way through these fucking problems without bothering you. He's like, you're getting loud. You're getting emotional. So after asking me 3 fucking times, and he's done this multiple times, after asking me 3 fucking times when I said I don't want to talk about it, gets upset when I'm getting like stressed out over saying it out loud because I know I have a lot to do while I'm actively already doing it, but I'm being quiet about it and stoic about it and shit. He's getting mad that I'm getting loud for his sensitive autistic fucking ears. So I'm like, you asked me, and now you're mad that I'm getting emotional because it's actually hard shit that I have to get through with zero support, and now you fucking nagging me. So had a really good time with my friends and then get a text from this dipshit. Fucking annoying, dude. And all I wanted was a hookup. That's it. I didn't want any of this shit. Fucking annoying. Anyway,
Be honest about it.
Enough about me.
We've made everything in this world masculine.
Bullshit. Listen to the story I just said. I had to listen to fucking some dude who couldn't just leave well enough alone After I said nothing, I'm just thinking, because he's worried about I'm going to leave him or some shit. Some feminine shit. He can't just leave well enough alone. Playing feminine fucking games. Yo, when we first started dating, I was very transparent. I said I just want to hook up. I never had one in my life. I dated 5 dudes in my whole life. Like I said, all long relationships, with the exception of this one. And he fucking love bombs the shit out of me like a woman. I fucking already knew I should have said no.
Data and numbers and transactions and working hard.
I like working hard, you stupid bitch. This is the longest I've been unemployed, and it's driving me crazy. Thank God I wanted to start work earlier, and the earliest they can start me is in May. I want to work and have my own job, my own money, and not be around dudes who are like this. Because dudes are like this, by the way.
And now we're trying to do it with feminine energy too. It's tragic.
Feminine energy isn't real because dudes have it. Probably the most dudes in history right now. So you're not special because you have feminine energy, because men are feminine as fuck right now. Okay? Did you know that? Stupid. She sucks. So she's trash. So anyway, so what I was getting at. So what I was getting at in the first place was I've been having weird things with the internet where I notice that it's like just bullshit. It's just bullshit lies to get views. That's all it is. Right down to like having beefs with people, right down to all this other horse shit. And I said 117. Sam Hyde said this on a live stream fucking years ago. And he said it to dudes, but now a woman says it. And dudes are all mad, which is how I know 100% that everything on the internet is literally fake and gay. And most people are midwit fucking morons. The reason I'm saying this is because I Hypocrite, there's a lot of overlap with the Sam Hyde I Hypocrite crowd. Now, if you remember Sam's stream, you remember he said that, and it would be more like, what is it in the Matrix when there's like a repeat? It's like a glitch in the Matrix. Like, oh fuck, now chicks are saying this shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's just a stupid talking point to get people mad. And dudes go up in arms with that shit because it's like, only dudes can say the N-word. Oh, she can't say that. Our daddy hero on the internet said that. Our daddy hero said that first. And they act like black people who just heard a hard R because it wasn't their team that said it. Okay? That's how retarded you guys sound. She is a retard. There's no question in that. There's a reason I follow a Hypocrite. I see a video he posts. He's absolutely right. Okay? But what I'm saying is on a deeper ass level. He said this on a stream years ago, and you guys are still fucking retarded that both sides both suck. That it's just a big fucking grift. That's the retardation. So this is the response I get. Watch this shit. This is how fucked I know we are, because this is how dumb people are. Not Scott. Scott is right. Women have a nagging jealousy that they aren't fully aware of. When a man says it's a greater chance of it being actual care. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? I just got fucking jerked around by a feminine ass dude. So while I would love to believe you, I think you also have lofty fucking thoughts that dudes are still as honorable and cool as they used to be when society as a whole, by the powers that be, have literally feminized society to a point where dudes literally do act like women. I don't disagree with you. I don't think you're wrong, but I think you're also delusional when you think that men are still masculine. There's a reason that you're a fucking fighting coach and you try to teach dudes to be more like men. If you didn't have a reason to try to get dudes to be more masculine, like you say on your stream, then you wouldn't have to say anything because dudes would already be masculine. They're not. So while I agree with you, I think you're also delusional a little bit. When a woman says it, the undertone is, I want something from you and this thing is in the way. She wants something. Yeah, no shit. But I also want to know what you think she wants. Because I can't tell if it's money or I can't tell if she just doesn't want to go to work. Like, I don't know bitches enough because I like going to work. I had a dad who worked a lot and he ruled. Like, he was the coolest guy on the planet. And then I realized, okay, they want women to stay home barefoot and pregnant, they say. But then, like, my mom didn't go to work and she just fucking sat there and did nothing and beat her kids. And then my dad, like, died at 57 because he was stressed out about keeping the family unit together. So women should work because then if you're both working, he's not doing all this overtime and he's not dying at 57 chain smoking cigarettes and hating his life. So I don't know what she wants. This is actually like a genuine question. I'm not trying to mog him. I can't figure out what this. She's also a redhead, so she's probably just from hell. She's probably just a demon succubus anyway. Most redheads are dirtbags, and this is their behavior typically. Anyway, and then this dude is the biggest fucking moron on the planet. The duded aren't mad about that one thing though. Your female manipulations have no power. Man missing the point of my post. Women moment once again for the men. The world is more masculine, disproven. I feel vindicated as fuck just by this dude's existence. And then you have 4 likes, which shows that's the middle of the bell curve of how fucking dumb men are and why they are there, why they are in the position that they're in, and why they are like, I'm gonna read 48 laws and get this chick to like me, even though men aren't designed for that. They're designed for picking up a club in the middle of the night and hitting a lion over the head to protect his family and being strong and lifting weights and also like having some sort of smarts, but not the manipulative skill set through which he thinks his fucking comment is going to like garner anything worthwhile. That's like feminine shit right there. So he just made me feel vindicated. He's like the middle of the bell curve, and if anything, it dawned on me, oh, this is why they're fucked. This is why they're fucked. And there's no saving them. He's going to get a woman like this. He's going to go, she's so pretty. Look at her red hair. She definitely wouldn't hurt me. Oh man, this is going to be the hottest girl I ever got. I love her. And then he's going to get dumped, get fucked over by her, and then be right back on Twitter posting stupid shit like this because that's the fucking IQ that most of us have to deal with. Also, why I don't want to date because this is the type of shit that the universe sends my way. He can't even fucking spell. Hold on, what's the other one? There's another one too. Excuse me. I love looking at Twitter. Yeah, it also, if everything is masculine energy, why are most dudes on the internet feminine bitches? Who is she? Does she have a fucking Twitter? I want to post on her Twitter. I want to clip this shit and post on her Twitter why she's full of shit. Because if it's women's self-help, it doesn't exist. Self-help doesn't exist. Self-help doesn't exist, baby. Sorry. I think of Nibbler the cat every day. That cat rules. Who is this bitch? I want to fucking mog her. She's why everything's difficult. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to play video games in a minute. Self-help, it doesn't exist. Self-help. Actually, let me end the stream here really quick because I do have to do one more job interview today. And then, I'll be back. But I did want to just comment on that. She is a retard. Okay, bye. Don't fall.